The game is not easy, the game is not fair, but the game is winnable. Number 3. Oh, by the way, the greatest thing I ever heard on the subject of optimism was said by General Colin Powell in 6 words. That's a pretty big deal to be profound in 6 words. I think these 6 words are worth 20 books on the topic. And if you think that is easy to do, be profound in 6 words, try it sometime. General Powell said, perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. 6 words. What he was saying as a military general is that if you took 10 men, you put them in a military environment, saturated them with optimism, those 10 men could fight with the force of 50. If you took those same 10 men, put them in the same military environment, saturated them with negativity, those 10 men couldn't fight with the force of 2. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. That's optimism. 3, obligation. The super successful people had a weird, wacky relationship with the topic, or at least weird and wacky in contemporary American life, with the subject of responsibility and integrity. The super successful people saw assignments as tasks. They had a sense of obligation that was, frankly, extraordinary. Their word was their bond. Their word was their bond to others, and their word was their bond to themselves, principally to themselves. Let me do the opposite. There were no super successful people. Let me tell you some words that were not used to describe super successful people. Ready? Laid back, chill, flaky. These were not words generally used to describe the super successful. There was a sense, an inherent sense of super successful people, somehow, some way, that they knew in a deep, primal, visceral, palpable way that flake is another word for loser. Our super successful friends were deeply committed to doing things when they said they'd do them, no matter what. Wednesday at 10 a.m. did not mean Thursday at 4:15. On the very, 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 very rare occasion that our super successful people did not complete a mission that they had promised to do, who was it precisely that our super successful friends held responsible? Themselves. So, let me just make sure I'm hearing you clearly. You're telling me that super successful people, when they weren't, on the rare occasion they were not able to complete a mission as promised, you're telling me that they did not blame Bush, Cheney, the weather, traffic, men, sexism, racism. Are you telling me that? Am I hearing you right? Yes. Our super successful friends had an ability to create measurable, discernible goals. Our friends did not say, you know, I think next year I'd like to lose some weight. They said, I want to lose 8 pounds by August 8th. The goals were measurable, discernible, often written, shared with what might be defined as a mastermind alliance or someone who is an accountability coach. If you're sitting here right now and you don't have goals that are written, you don't have goals. You have a bunch of fanciful ideas floating around in your head. If they're not written, if you can't produce them in 10 minutes or less, you just don't have the kind of architect plan for greatness that others did. With the 4:30 comes tonight's only voluntary homework assignment. Before I give it to you or share it with you, I'd like to know, just by show of hands, how many people here have ever heard me speak before? Raise your hand. About 10%. Many. That's all right, 10, 15%. All right, so, by the way, if you want to participate in this, you can. Okay. Here comes your only voluntary homework assignment. It's voluntary, which means you don't have to do it, right? But let me tell you a little bit about it should you choose to do it. It can be done, delighted to know, I think you'll, in 10 minutes or less in the next 24 hours for free. This homework assignment I'm going to give you that is voluntary can be done in 10 minutes or less for free in the next 24 hours. Not too bad. I want to mention to you that should you decide to do this homework assignment, that you can do in the next 24 hours in 10 minutes or less for free, I will give you a 100% guarantee. Public guarantee. 100%. You cannot lose. It will change your life radically, instantly, and permanently. I'm going to give you a homework assignment right now that can be done in the next 10 minutes, in the next 24 hours in 10 minutes or less for free. If you do it, 100% guarantee. Can't lose. Cannot lose. Change your life radically, permanently, and instantly. Anyone here who has had the homework assignment in the past can join in should you care to. Here's what you have to do for your voluntary homework assignment. You have to go home. You have to make a commitment to fire your flaky friends. You have to fire your flaky friends. Because in the study of super success, it was absolutely clear that nothing interfered with the capacity of a human to create their fullest potential as noxiously as the second-hand fumes of flakiness. Fire your flaky friends. Nothing interferes with the capacity of a human to fulfill their fullest potential, their fullest destiny, like the second-hand fumes of flakiness. You know, we're living in a time in which we're all very physical. And I don't have to tell you the amount of time and attention that's spent on secondhand cigarette smoke. My friends, if I had your care for 24 hours, and there were 2 rooms outside this theater, 2 small enclosed rooms, and I had your care for 24 hours, I could put you in one room or the other. I had to get you out alive. The first room was filled, small enclosed room, no windows, with secondhand cigarette smoke. The second room were filled with flaky people. There is no question which room I put you in. Because you see, in room 1 you may or may not be annoyed. But room 2, they'll kill your ass.
Once upon a time you dressed so fine. There's a bunch of time in your pride than you. But because if you were down, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you.